Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about potential energy, kinetic energy and their transformation. To understand the concept of potential energy, let's imagine a brick lying on the ground, which is lifted to the edge of the roof at height h from the ground. Now, if the brick is released from the roof, it tends to fall until it hits the ground. At the moment when the brick is released, its velocity is 0 meter per second, which increases as the brick approaches the ground and becomes maximum just before hitting the ground. The kinetic energy of the falling brick continuously increases from minimum on the roof to maximum on the ground. Why does the kinetic energy of the brick increase while falling and becomes maximum on the ground? What is the amount of increase in kinetic energy of the brick? What is the magnitude of velocity of the brick just before hitting the ground? After watching this video, you will be able to answer these questions. Potential energy. The energy possessed by a body by the virtue of its position or shape is known as potential energy. It is denoted by the alphabet U. In the previous example, the brick was kept on the ground and was lifted to the roof at height h by doing work against gravity. This work of lifting is stored as potential energy in the brick. This potential energy is then converted into kinetic energy in the event of falling. From this, we can derive an expression for the potential energy. Derivation. Work done by a body falling from the certain height. Displacement s is equal to height h. Since work done is equal to force into displacement, that is W is equal to F into S. From that, work W is equal to m mass into g gravity into h height. Work done by a brick can be stored in the form of potential energy. Therefore, work done is equal to potential energy. From that, we have potential energy is equal to mgh. Unit for potential energy. As we know, potential energy has the symbol U. U is equal to mgh is equal to kg into meter per second square into meter. Here, the unit of mass is kilogram kg. The unit of gravity is equal to meter per second square and the unit of height is meter m. So, we'll have U is equal to Newton meter or U is equal to joules, which is denoted by J. Now, we can also derive an expression for maximum velocity. Potential energy is equal to change in kinetic energy. mgh is equal to final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy. The velocity of brick after falling on the ground will be 0. This implies mgh is equal to half m maximum velocity square minus half m minimum velocity square. Therefore, we'll get maximum velocity is equal to root 2gh. Earlier, we defined potential energy as the energy possessed by the body by the virtue of its position or shape. If the energy possessed by a body is due to its position, it is known as gravitational potential energy. And if it is due to its shape, it is known as elastic potential energy. The change in shape can be brought about by compression, stretching, bending, or twisting. Some work has to be done for changing the shape of the body. This work is stored in the body as elastic potential energy. When the deformed body is released, it comes back to its original shape and the potential energy is given out in some other form. Examples of elastic potential energy. Deformed spring has elastic potential energy. Stretched rubber band has elastic potential energy. Bent bow possesses elastic potential energy which get converted to kinetic energy of the arrow. Compressed gas has elastic potential energy. Now let's look at the examples of gravitational potential energy. Water stored in the water tank at height has gravitational potential energy. Water stored in a dam has gravitational potential energy. Bird flying at some height has gravitational potential energy. And child on top of a slide has gravitational potential energy.